I'm not here. Okay, clearly I am actually. But what I had to say is that I'm going to start off this video by making a couple of announcements. So the first one is that my family home evening videos, they've kind of come out at a number of times throughout the, months I've been making videos. And I'm going to try to stick to normal time now. And I've decided that for now, that will be about 5 p.m. Utah time on Mondays. Because I figure that's about the time that you're having family home evening anyway, and I think that's just a good time to actually release them, and it gives me a lot more time to make them. So that's number one. And number two, I'm going to try to have a little game in my videos from now on, and this will be really fun. At least, hopefully. If not, how dare you? So, anyway, back to the point. I was thinking about the Friend magazine that the church publishes, and when I was a kid, I don't know if they still do this, but there would always be hidden CTR rings in them, and that was always really fun going through and trying to find them. So my idea is that I've got this hat, which, yes, I wear constantly, and I'm going to try to hide it in the background in videos. So be on the lookout, and maybe eventually I'll release exactly where they are, probably on Instagram, but maybe in a video. I don't know. So I'm gonna take you to the video that I already recorded. Bye! Hello everybody, welcome back to another family home evening video. And this week I decided to start off with a fun little activity that maybe you guys can repeat in your own houses. So first things first, I'm gonna need a volunteer, so let's see if I can find anyone. Oh look, it's Jacob.
Well, hello.
Hey Jacob, could you be my volunteer in the video?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Alright, so what I did is I took Jacob to the study room, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blindfold him with my scarf and make him spin in circles and then see if he can walk in a straight line. I promise this does relate to the video. So, could you figure out what this video is supposed to be about from that fun little thing I made Jacob do? I don't know if you could or not, but I'm going to put an anagram right here, and I'm going to give you until I finish my sip of tea to figure it out. Bonus points if you can figure out which tea I was drinking. Okay, so here's the solution. This video is about the iron rod because the family home evening lesson in the Come Follow Me book this week is about Lehi's vision, which also is later witnessed by Nephi. So first, here's a brief recap of what happens in Lehi's vision. So, he sees a path that leads to the tree of life. And on this path, there is a rod of iron that you can hold on to help you get to the tree of life. There's also a disgusting river, and on the other side of this disgusting river, there is a great and spacious building. I think that's a good enough recap. If you need more, you can read the two accounts of it in 1 Nephi 8 and also 1 Nephi 11. So the tree of life represents immortality, and the straight and narrow path is our road to get there. But imagine if this straight and narrow path is more like a tightrope or a balance beam. You know those are pretty hard to stay on, and it'll be very easy to fall off. But that's why we have the iron rod there, so then we can keep going and not fall off into that gross water. So, what happens if we let go of that rod? I reckon it would be a very fast downward spiral, and we would probably end up in that water. And it would be gross, and that water is our sin. And maybe we'd end up in the great and spacious building, which is not where we want to go. But let me relate it to real life. So think about when you're a little kid and you're learning to ride a bike. At first you have the training wheels to help you stay up, and you're doing fine. But as soon as those training wheels come off, you start falling over again. And yeah, you're gonna get lots of bumps and bruises, you're gonna have lots of scraped elbows, scraped knees, at least I know I did. But your parents are always there to help you get back up and get back onto that bike so then you can learn how to ride a bike, because they're always there for you. And the same is true of our Heavenly Father. Whenever we make a sin, He will do His best to help us get back on the path. We just have to be willing to head in the right direction and to listen to His guidance. Now, all this talking of biking and tightropes actually reminded me of something that I've done in the past, and no, it doesn't exactly relate 100% to this, but I'm gonna include it anyway because it's kind of cool. So, I've done this before. Okay, it didn't look exactly like that, but I have biked on a tightrope before, and it was pretty cool. In fact, I think I've done it multiple times, but I can't find any pictures of it to prove it, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But you see how in this picture, they have the dangling weight beneath him? That counterweight is the thing that's keeping the bike balanced on the tightrope, because otherwise it would just kinda and then crash. And that's us without the Lord. Like, sure, on a bike, there's actually no iron rod keeping you on this tightrope, but if that counterweight is your iron rod, I suppose it all works, right? Unfortunately for us, though, as you saw with Jacob at the beginning of the video, in this world we are blinded. We don't actually know where we are on the path. We don't know how close we are to immortality. We don't know if we're on the path or not. We just have to use our own skills and the Lord's guidance to make sure that we can stay on that path and keep holding to the rod, because they're not visible for us, obviously. And so I did just look for something to, tie that into, and I found this great video on YouTube that kind of shows what we are. Play. So we are that dog. We're blindfolded and we're walking on a tightrope. And who knows, will we reach the end? Will we fall off? I don't know. You gotta go watch the video in the description because it's 2 minutes long. I didn't want to show you the whole thing. So yeah, you definitely have to go look it up. But look at me, just falling off onto another tangent. I need to finish up this video. I feel like it's getting kind of long now. So anyway, all I'm trying to say is that Lehi's vision of the Tree of Life is real, and it is our lives. And will we keep going? Will we end up in the great and spacious building? Will we get stuck in the water? Will we make it? Will we be like Laman and Lemuel and just not go? I don't know. But this is our lives, and we all have the opportunity to keep going. And so if we trust in the Lord and hold to the rod, we will make it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!